before I go. You need to learn how to ward properly. Watch my screen, okay? So here was the situation. I asked you to ward, and you warded like this. This is noob. See this? This is terrible.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. So what you need to do is in your settings, make sure that you have the items. Make sure you, in some form or fashion, you can do it in here, or you could set it in here too. But I just set it like this. Shift whatever, right? So like shift 4 is my trinket. So what I do is like, as I'm walking up, I just shift. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get something where it's like, you're trying to inch your way forward so that you can ward over the wall safely without getting spotted. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because what you were doing is you legitimately ran down here and like warded like that or something, which is insanity. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
So this is why, like, again, I'm not an ADC main, so I don't do these wards often. But like now that I've seen it, it would look something like that. Just touch like this. Yeah.
You know, I've actually never, I've been playing the game for 8 years. I've never seen that.
What,
until
this?
now. That's crazy. Yeah, the indicator over the wall like that.
This is new. The indicator is.
Okay, I was like, wow. I was like,
that is actually new. That came out like last year or something, or like preseason or whatever. Recent. I don't know. It was close.
That's super useful.
But you need to abuse it, and you can only abuse it with manual casts.
Yeah.
So like, as you can see, my wards land in such a way to where you're safe and no one saw you, right? So practice stuff like this. Like when you realize, like, again, not an ADC guy. So like, it took me all of 30 seconds to figure this out. Look, I walk to this thing, I ward like this, I never get spotted. Right? So, but you walked all the way like this, you're already dead here. You died.
Yeah.
If he's there, that's the I knew it ward. You ward there, you basically ward and you see this and you spread your cheeks, right? Like that's not really useful.
Yeah.
Right? But
that's happened to me too.
So, but if you get rid of all this and you put like, let me show you the example. So like, imagine being an enemy. Look at this. That's a dummy there. That's a dummy there. I could try to see it, but I can't see. Look, I can't see the main one. There's one further back. That's the one.
Yeah.
You see that? I could do everything I can to try to spot you by standing on this corner, but I can't see it. So it's just, and as a rule of thumb, try to think in terms of, and this is why I use practice tool for this. So you can clearly see that if an ADC wards like this, there's nothing that they can do to really spot you. Like you're gonna get the ward off safely most of the time. So it's just, you should explore the map and think about situations where this would be applicable. You know, like warding like that, right? Or warding like even better, warding like that. See the range? Yeah, so it's just, it's really useful. And there's like so many circumstances where you can get value out of stuff like this. Like you just have to try them. Right? And so you can just go into practice tool and explore these different wards. I do all sorts of shit with wards. I try to make it a point to always, and then obviously you have that big radius around. Think about how your opponents, I tell people, like, if you're gonna ward, say you want to ward for this area and you're on blue side, so we're sieging. If you want to ward this, you want to ward like this here. You don't want to ward here. It doesn't change anything. It just means that they can hit your ward over the wall.
Yeah.
You understand? So like if you're on defense, same thing. If you want to cover your base, the pink ward needs to go like right there or like right there, so that if they can't clear the pink ward, but people will pink like right here, and then someone walks up and clears it. It's like, dude, this is fucking stupid. You could have just...
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. So
yeah, think about those things. These little details. This is the difference between plat and diamond. I'm telling you, it's all, these things are all the difference. I promise. You have to be obsessive about these little things.